everybody, welcome to the channel. Today, you can probably tell by the seats that I'm in the Rover 216 convertible and it's got an MOT due in 3 or 4 days. So what we're going to do is, one thing that I know it will fail on is this seat belt holder here. You can plug the seat belt in but it pops back out again. So it's only plug it in. Sometimes it'll stay, sometimes it'll be fine, sometimes you're driving along and you just pop and come out, so it's definitely going to fail on that. So I've got myself one off a used car from Best of British Spares, which is around the corner from us, and we're going to try and fit that. So we're going to put the roof down because it's easier access to the car when the roof is down. So I'll make sure they're not unhooked, and then press the button and down. Don't need it all the way, just out the way like that. So it's out windy, they're going to catch you. We're going to see if we need to take this seat out. Yeah. To do this seat belt that I showed you earlier, we've got to take the seat out because I don't know where this center console thing comes out. So I'm going to take the seat out instead, it'll be easier. So it is a T50 and there's 2 on the back and 2 on the front. So see how easy they come out. So there's one there and one's that way. So we're going to have to have an extension on now. And this pre-tensioner seat belt thing was 20 quid. They're gonna come out. That one's rounded off. Somebody's had it. Somebody's either put it in too tight or tried to get it out before. Yeah, it's rounded off. No, it's just jumping in here. We'll have to come back in. Right, sit rep. The taking the chair out failed. Somebody's tried previously to get this out, probably to do this problem, and we've found that they've rounded off the Torx bolts, T50s, so can't get them out. Tried the Torx extractor, knocked it in, would not come out. So next step is to try and take the centre console out. It's got 2 bolts there, and we actually where the other ones are. So this, you have to pull it out. It's quite stiff to get out, and also the handbrake adjusters under there. Bonus find. Looks like them. I'm holding it in there, and then you pop that clip out, and then we've got some holding it there. So we'll undo them, get this out, and that should allow us to get. Right. So what we've done, we've undone them 2 there, undone one to the point where the heads come off it. And then we've undone them 2 in there, and then you can slide this centre console back and release it, and then it's going to have to come up at the front to get it over the gear stick. Hey,
it's hooked under this, that one.
Oh yeah, there we go. And then we can shift that out the road if possible. There we go.
Nearly. Stuck on the button.
Stuck on your knob.
Come on.
Do we need to get it up any further? I think we can leave it there, you know. Here's the thing, we've got to get so down here.
Oh, we might be able to do it if I hold this up out the way then.
Oh, and we're going to be able to get to this, or is the carpet in the way? Right, now the centre console's off, you can actually get it in if you slide the seat forward out the way of all this bracketry. Good word. And then you can undo that with a T50. There is some electronic plugs on it. I'll show you the old one in a minute because it's outside the car. But underneath the seat there is going to be some plugs. There's a plug here, so that's the handbrake one. but there's some plugs under there, so we'll undo this, we'll pull it out and we'll show you where the plugs on that you need to undo. One I would say is to the seatbelt light and one's to the airbags. Yes.
Of ingenuity.
Right, sit rep. They supplied the wrong thing. We asked them for a 216 convertible seatbelt latch thing, and that's it. As I got them wires on it, as has got like a actual cable on it that runs from this part around, so it's completely the wrong one. So what we've resorted to is popping the seatbelt clips off, which is these two things. We just put a screwdriver down and popped them off. As I broke a little bit there, it looks, oh no, that's probably the lube that I sprayed down it a while ago. I thought it'd been glued, but we probably have to glue it back together because there's a clip broke off there. But it's only the cover, it's at the end of the world. And if we look inside here, there is, you need a pointing stick, Nev. Yeah,
I did have one. I've got a curly one.
Oh, curly stick. There's a white thing there that's meant to slide up and down. That's what was causing the issue. That has to slide up when you take the seatbelt out to remove the clip that holds the seatbelt. I'm pointing out on this phone like you can see. This clip here comes in and out. That's what holds the seatbelt in. If this doesn't slide up and down, that can't go back and stay in its holder when you put the seatbelt in. What's happened is this was the spring here, and as you can see, it was all out of place and bent. Now we've got this spring that we found in a box of springs that we're going to try and put in there and see if that fixes the seatbelt. So right, so now we've put the spring in there. As you can see, it was a little bit too short, so we've stretched it, but now you can see that thing there, oh bollocks. Now you can see that thing fell off.
It's dropped in there.
We need a longer spring, don't we? I think we're going to have to put a longer spring on it, because when that's all the way up, which is where it should sit, like this one, see it's that white thing inside there.
It's not long enough.
Let's see if we can find a longer spring. We're back. What we've done is we've straightened the original spring out because it's the right length. It was just a bit bent up, so we've straightened the original spring out and put that back on. We're going to try the seatbelt in it again. Did you shoot the spring into your face?
It springs over here.
That they were. We're struggling for springs here. Press the button.
Right.
So it's all about this spring anyway. To pull this up.
It is.
So
but the thing is, once this is it, once the cover's on,
yeah, it should keep it in.
It in place.
So we're going to put the spring back on, put the cover back on, and then we'll see where we get from there. Right, we've put the covers back on now. They're just clipping. So this is the moment of truth. Clunk.
Click.
Every trip.
Oh, now you've got that. That's Jimmy Savile.
Oh, there you go, so there.
Clunk, click.
Jolly.
Yeah.
Looks like it's working. Give it a pull while I hold this.
Get a pull.
Yes. So that looks like that's fixed. That should hopefully be an MOT pass now. So that was 20 quid. We'll take that back and throw it through his front window.
Definitely. It's working properly now. You can see.
Yeah, it's that white thing that's inside there. You can see that white thing moving up and down. That was what was causing the issue with that one. So now the spring's on there. It's working as it should.
That's saved you some quids.
Like and subscribe. So there we go. The 216 Cabriolet seatbelt is done by doing that spring in there. So if anybody's looking for that seatbelt thing that we've got, I have got one. I'll pay 20 quid for it if you want it. It's 20 quid. This should now pass its MOT, which it's got on Tuesday, so we'll see how that goes. And I'll report back once it's been ready for its MOT and we'll see how it goes. Please like and subscribe.